I was walking down the street the other day, taking in the sights, on my way to visit you. I bumped into an old high school friend I hadn't seen in years. He wasn't looking no too good, oh no. He needed some potluck, oh potluck. Potluck, oh now to see him through alright. He needed some potluck, oh potluck. Boop, 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 ba-da-doo, boop. I like to watch the ponies run around the track.
Hey, welcome to the Duncan Showroom, episode 108 of the Eugene and Billy Show.
Yes.
And our what?
So I said yes.
Oh, I see. You jumped in a little early there. Yeah, how you doing, Gene?
Good.
You must be excitable because it's spring and you just had your birthday.
Yeah, I'm 81 now.
Ah, nice. Well, you're looking fit and fine, my friend.
Don't ask me to stand up.
No, we don't want to make you move too quick. But, what was the fellow you met said you look 65, which is young like me.
That's what he said.
Jesus, that's young. That's right.
And then I dropped my stick and I couldn't pick it up.
An embarrassing moment. Excuse me, could you pick up my stick?
Could you pick up my stick for me, please?
That's all right. But I mean, spa weekend. You went to the
massage
yeah,
up in Parksville, and it was quite an experience.
Right.
Shauna took me up there, and
there you go.
And it was nice. She wanted my birthday to be something that I've never done before.
Right, which is great.
So
Awesome.
Going to a lodge and getting massaged at the lodge.
Massaged at the lodge.
And I liked it
when
then you go for a tapas grill thing in the restaurant there and in the lodge, but everybody has to wear the robes that they give you. You can't go in with clothes on. You have to wear the robes.
So you think you're in a Greek theater and it's about to
yeah,
get
everybody's
sexy
got
and,
white robes on and sandals.
So what the hell is tapas anyway, Gene?
Well, it's just different foods, small portions of let's say a soup.
Right.
Of some kind. I can't butternut squash soup, whatever it was, and then they pair it with different wines.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the next dish, it could be some kind of a meat dish, but it's small portions, and they pair that in fish. Yeah.
Right.
There were like nine courses.
Jesus, 9 courses. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
wild. So it could be called hors d'oeuvres only, but tapas sounds better.
Yeah, well, they're kind of like hors d'oeuvres, but
Nice.
not really.
But I like that, the pairing with the right drink, and it's a good taste.
Yeah,
and you
even
get
with
to
the
chat.
dessert, they had a pairing with the wine,
Oh, nice.
with the sweet dessert, whatever.
So you were
it was.
probably quite spiffied by the time
I
you got through
couldn't
that.
finish it all. I was going just bring one
One.
and 2 forks, and maybe I might try
Right.
it. But other than that, I couldn't eat anymore.
And if it's rich food, too, right? Catches up.
Some of it is, yeah.
Nice.
But it was different, that's for sure.
And when you're in the spa now, do you choose a male masseuse or a female?
I had a male masseuse.
Somebody with the, because you're a
trainer and
solid guy, yeah.
And yeah.
Get in there.
I asked him. He had to go to Victoria.
Yep.
To train. He was there for training. Was 2 years, I think he said.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good course.
Yeah.
You could have been a masseuse if you weren't a musician.
Oh, I've massaged a lot of ladies.
Oh,
over
let's
the
not go there now. I knew we were going to break into the non-PG portion of the show right away. Oh, I massaged a lot of ladies.
I was some kind of a masseuse,
Yeah,
I
bet
think.
you were. Still are. I'm sure you still got it. Well, I'm glad you passed a good birthday. And
Yeah, and then from there, we drove right down, came right through Duncan and went to the Empress for high tea.
Oh, Jesus, blew right through Duncan. How is that high tea?
Well, it was I'd never done it before, but it was fun. It was, yeah.
When does high tea happen? Is it like mid-afternoon to, or is
We
it
were
maybe
there around 1:30 in the afternoon.
1:30, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The
And
English.
they
Funny,
get little
funny
sandwiches and little cake, but they give you a menu of teas
people. Oh God.
with a menu with all these different types of teas and everything, and then
Yeah.
they bring that with two flames underneath to keep the tea warm.
Tea cozy.
Yeah,
Tea warmer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tea warmers, and then they bring you the tier. It's 3 levels, and it's got cookies, whatever, on the bottom,
jeez.
sandwiches and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Nice,
it was
classy.
it was interesting.
Yeah. Are you an Earl Grey guy, or you like straight orange pekoe?
Earl Grey's good. I like it, but I had some kind of mixed berry tea or whatever it was.
Oh, that's just weird.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
It was good.
good?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then from there we just went to a movie to see Final
Ooh,
Destination.
You love the IMAX, don't you? Yeah.
Final Destination.
Which is what? What is that about?
Well, it's basically the very first one is where the teenagers, they're going to France, and he has a premonition while they're waiting to get on the plane.
Yeah.
And then all the things that he saw before they got on the plane happen when he sits down and he realizes the plane's going to blow up. So he leaves the plane and takes a bunch of kids with him.
Yeah.
And one of the teachers, well, what that means is the plane does take off and it does explode and it's gone.
Yeah.
But the 5 or 6 or 7 people that got off the plane, they cheated death.
Right, they did.
So now the rest of the movie is death taking them out one by one.
Yeah.
But it's all but how they did it is so creative because they do it like each person, it's like a domino effect of how the person gets, like a screw will come out of this and something will happen and it knocks over this and bangs into that, and the next thing the person's being electrocuted somehow or whatever. But it's they even had one in 3D once, which was pretty cool. So we went to see the last one, and
the last one.
well, it's supposed to be the last one. Yeah, it takes out the whole family, and so there's no more bloodline there.
Oh my Lord, that's twisted. Just spoiler alert. Thanks, Gene.
No more popcorn.
Nobody's gonna see that movie now. Well, I'm glad you had a good celebration. And what did you bring for us to play today? Glad to see the old tenor
I brought
guitar.
Mancala.
What does that mean?
It's an African stone game.
Oh, right.
But I'm not going to do
Not going to do that for you. Yeah.
No.
That's what I thought you'd say.
So a friend of mine in Toronto, he has been following my career. We've known each other for quite a long time, and so he told me that if I did this song, that he would help pay for my trip back to Toronto.
He said we were just talking about, are you going back?
No, but I'm not going to go back.
So you're going to play the song.
But he said if I did this song this evening, he would pay for my trip in Toronto.
Just send the money. That's right. Okay.
So I said, no, just save your money and buy the CD.
Okay.
Sun warms up the morning, chasing away the dew. You got a whole lot of hard work, Daniel, cut out for you. A cool summer breeze blows into your open bedroom window with the wind. Well, it's time to rise and shine. Let your day begin. You're working hard on the land. You're down to earth. You wouldn't trade the life you lead for all the treasures in the world. No, no. Your daddy and his daddy before him worked the land. Now it's your turn, Daniel. You're the main man. Well, you're out there in the midday heat. Some days your body hurts. You know, with a little sweat from your brow and luck, you can make it work. Or you feel the spirits of your ancestors by your side, reminding you when the harvest is in. It's such a natural high. You're working hard on the land. You're down to earth, oh yeah. You wouldn't trade the life you lead for all the treasures in the world. Your daddy and his daddy before him worked the land. All right, now it's your turn, Daniel. You're the main man. Oh, ding, ding, ding. You're the main man. Oh yeah, you're the main man, Daniel. Wow, wow, yeah. You're the main man, yeah. Now listen, you hear the dinner bell ringing. You know your day is through. You take a look around at what you've done. The pride swells up in you. Seated around the dinner table, just before you say, let's pray, you look across and there sits your son. You'll hand it to him someday. You're working hard on the land. You're down to earth, all right. You wouldn't trade the life you lead for all the treasures in the world, oh no. Your daddy and his daddy before him worked the land. Oh, now it's your turn, Daniel. You're the main man. Oh now, oh now. You're the main man. Right. You're the main man, Daniel. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Come on, Daniel. Yeah, you're the main man. Oh, you're working hard on the land. You're down to earth, all right. You wouldn't trade the life you lead for all the treasures in the world, oh no. Your daddy and his daddy before him worked the land. Now it's your turn, Daniel. Look, you're the main man.
Whoa, that's it? Holy moly. You're the main man. I don't know if I recognize that one. What era did that come from?
I'm just bringing them out again. I'm starting to find them in my brain, you know what I mean?
Which is good. Yeah.
So they're starting to come back a bit, you know, songs that I wrote years ago and recorded, and I don't get a chance to play them anymore.
Well, that's great that you're remembering them. Oh.
Yeah, I'm glad I can.
Whoa, that's right. Thank goodness. So what happens, like a little brain fart comes to you, remember that song, do you write the name down, or just once it's back, you got it?
Oh, once it's back, I've got it, yeah.
That's admirable.
Yeah. Once I'll remember that now for the rest of my life.
Life on the earthly crust. That's right. That's good. And
So,
it's called, Daniel?
What's that?
The song. What's it called?
What song?
That song.
Oh, that song.
Oh, that song. Oh,
It's called Daniel. You're
That's
the
what I
main
thought.
man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Written about somebody you know, or is it a fictional?
No, it's just came from well, our family used to raise Angus cattle. We had a farm and everything, and so I just wrote that song because of living on a farm. You know.
Nice, great song. I like that one.
Yeah,
Good work, Gene.
Thank you.
Well, we're running a bit late, so let's get those two fine gentlemen up here. Our guests, come on, start making your way to the podium here, and then once I can see, I'll try to introduce you, because Gene's got to get ready, and we got to get ready.
We got to get ready.
They got to get ready. We'll get the whole place ready. Show number 108. There he is, Chris Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody.
All right. And the handsome John Wade, ever talented. We're always happy when John brings us a guest. This is maybe the how manyth time, John, that you've brought us a guest? We don't. 3,052.
3,000.
That's right. He knows a lot of musicians. How you doing, Chris? Good. Can you bring that? Okay. Oh. Welcome, sir. And yes, glad to see you are still. Yeah, it's a bit of a breather. Alive, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you.
And playing the saxophone.
They go together.
Life does throw challenges at us, indeed. And I heard you were working towards a gig at the showroom. When is that going to happen?
Here?
Yeah,
13th.
Friday
13th of June.
It's
You don't need to
Friday
lean over and
is-
talk into that thing, yeah.
Friday.
No, talk into
Friday.
that thing, yeah.
How's this?
I'm sure he's been on stage before.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, great. Which is a lucky day.
So far.
John, did you give him instructions before you got here?
No, I'm kind of nervous.
Oh, are you? Okay.
I've never done this before.
Okay, don't be nervous. Hell, man. I know you played thousands of gigs. You've just not been on Johnny Carson before. That's okay.
No, that's the first time.
Where were you born? Now, here's something I don't know.
Just outside Hamilton,
Oh, you're an Easterner. Nice.
Grimsby.
I know Grimsby. Yeah,
Oh, Grimsby.
Yeah.
Grimsby, yay.
Naval brat.
What was it called?
Naval brat.
Naval Brat. Oh, now that I haven't heard.
Yeah.
I grew up in Brantford, so not far down the road. Oh, you're a naval brat.
I'm a naval
Jesus. I wasn't even smoking the doobies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you moved around a lot?
So I was
Yeah.
born there, and 6 months later, it was either, and I don't remember, Halifax
Oh,
or
God.
Esquimalt.
Esquimalt is a long way from Halifax, but
Yeah.
you probably hit both of them at some point.
Well, he got transferred back and forth.
Did he? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we were on the Pacific side and then the Atlantic side
Right.
and then back, and he retired in Ottawa. So I actually
Ooh.
grew up in a lot of, my formative years were in
Youth.
Ottawa. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Which is probably not a bad city to be in when you're a
It was
teenager.
lovely
Yeah.
back then.
Back then, right? It's deteriorated ever since the second Trudeau era. But, well, that explains a lot about your character, that you were a naval brat. When you meet people, that's a unique experience, isn't it? Just
Well, it was-
nobody else gets that.
It was here, there, and everywhere, sort
Yeah.
of. We never knew. So it was short,
Yep.
but that was fun.
Did you develop techniques for making friends? Were you the class clown?
No, I got in a lot of fights, actually.
Oh, yeah, that's the way to break in, I
Yeah,
guess.
I lost a lot of fights,
Oh, damn.
actually.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. I'm a lover, not a fighter. And when did you pick up the saxophone?
Okay. Did about. I was playing French horn for 3 years.
Ooh, that's a bugger, isn't
In
it?
high school.
Yeah.
That was my first brass instrument.
Yeah,
That's why you got in fights.
that's right. Nobody likes a French horn player.
No, it was my piano playing in grade school that they hated.
Oh, was it? Yeah.
Anyway, so at the end of it, my last year in high school, the trumpet player quit.
Right.
And I was third French horn, not the
Oh,
first or
yeah.
second, but he said, yeah, you can play trumpet. If
You
you
can
can
play
play French horn, you can play trumpet.
It's hard.
So I played trumpet for 6 years, and
Oh.
I got out of high school and went, what am I going to do with a French horn or a trumpet? So I
Right.
bought a saxophone,
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah.
a C melody.
C, man. Now, what's a C is bigger or smaller?
It's bigger than this, smaller than a tenor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
tone down from a tenor, tone up from a tenor, whichever way it is.
Oh, and that's what is that? That's an alto?
Yeah,
Alto sax.
this is an E flat instrument. So it was a C melody, and they stopped making them because most horns are in F,
Yeah.
B flat, or E flat.
Oh, weird.
In the orchestra, all the wind instruments,
Yeah, yeah.
and C
Yeah.
for flutes and stuff like that,
Right.
oboes. But they made the C melody, and you could only play about 2 scales on it that were
Right.
in tune. It was horribly out of
Oh,
tune.
dear.
The resonation in the mechanics of making one of these
Yeah,
things
yeah.
just did not work.
Didn't work, right.
But it came from ragtime.
Oh,
They'd
okay.
have a saxophone
Yeah,
above the piano player
yeah, yeah.
that was in C, so the sax
Oh.
player could read the piano music.
Oh, weird, yeah.
So that's where the C melody came from.
But it didn't really work out in the end.
And it didn't work out in the
No.
end. I had 3 of them.
Well,
Waste of money.
just kept knocking your head against the wall. Eh? Okay. And, well, we're glad that you picked up saxophone. I also played French horn in the school band, and I think it was about grade 11. I was in the school band and in class, and we were doing sight reading test, and the guy came around, and he realized I couldn't read the music. I'd just been playing by ear for 3 years, and he kicked me out. You're gone. So
Well.
it doesn't pay to cheat, but
Here's a story.
all right.
If I've heard the music,
Yeah.
I can read it.
Oh, interesting.
If I haven't heard a page,
Yeah.
chicken shit.
The shape makes no sense. Interesting.
Just, you know.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I went from the conservatory style of music to my dad hated that, playing popcorn and things like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
It's horrible stuff.
Yeah.
He brought me the Moonlight Sonata,
Ooh.
and out of the conservatory,
Right.
I was into J.S. Bach because he brought me some Bach preludes
Oh, yeah.
for piano, beginner preludes and fugues.
Right.
So I was hooked
Oh, nice.
on that. So I learned how to sort of read. I'm a terrible reader.
Well,
I mean, I've been doing this for 57 years
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
but you can.
I
you
can
get
read
by.
English, but I can't read music.
Right. That's all right. Well, we're keen to hear what you brought.
Yeah.
What's your first selection to play? This
So
is what you're.
we're gonna do Stella.
Stella.
Stella by Starlight. Yes.
Ooh, nice. Lovely.
And I don't have my glasses, so good luck.
That's okay. You know it by heart. John will pinch in for you.
Oh, Jesus. Is that too much? You can count it in, John.
Oh, nice. Well, you still got it, my friend. That's okay. Take a breath.
That was fun.
That sounded great.
Thank you.
Who?
Stella by Starlight.
Yes.
Stella by Starlight, written by.
How did I do?
You were great, Mr. Tippy Tabby.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Because of you, I didn't get lost.
Oh, good.
There I am.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
It's by Victor Young.
Victor Young. Okay.
And he's done a lot of stuff, but, I'm sure there's words to this.
Is there? Oh, okay.
Stella by Starlight, there's
You'd
got to
see
be
one.
words, eh?
Yeah, there are
There
words.
is, eh?
It's about a gal. Yep.
That's about
Yeah.
a gal, yeah.
There are words.
Sounds like it. Come on. Now, John, I don't see your sheet music. Are you storing all those tunes in your head? You know a lot of
Yeah,
tunes.
I play them really badly, but I do
No.
them really. Like,
Oh, you got
yeah,
an
they're all-
amazing
they're all
cranium
on
for
here.
music.
I get in trouble when I have to have something the same every time.
Oh, that's no
It's
fun.
it's not as much fun.
Right. I hear
And
you.
there's a whole lot of dynamics that can happen when you're. I do a lot of melody playing,
Yeah.
so that I can play in a duo with
Yes.
Chris in
This
particular.
is the
Yes.
regeneration of a
Yes.
group we had 25 years
Really?
ago.
Oh.
Nightshade.
Oh,
It used
okay,
to
yeah.
be the Nightshade Jazz Trio.
Yeah.
Now I'm just calling it Nightshade Jazz.
Right. Nice.
So as the band name, yeah.
Yeah,
But we started out in around 2005, maybe?
Yeah, you called me up for
2003.
he had a gig at the Acme restaurant in Nanaimo.
Right.
And a lot of Malaspina students were
Yes.
going there and getting gigs.
Of course.
And
yeah.
he snagged a gig there and tried me out as a bass player.
Yeah.
So I learned a whole lot about jazz from
Right.
Chris.
Nice.
And how to go through modal playing.
Yep.
How to stretch a song to 15 minutes and stay in the one and have a lot of people dancing and having
Bro,
fun.
that's great.
you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Important skills.
And then we would do small shows for years. We did local
Yeah.
restaurants
Right.
with either as a duo or a trio
Oh.
because my playing has so much melody in it that
Yeah.
we could actually just be two of us.
Yeah, I can see it.
And we put a percussionist with us, and we were
This
Why
is
not?
perfect.
Steve Jones, who was running the
Yes,
Malaspina
yes.
back then, I said, well, John and I got a gig. And he says, oh, John, I don't know any John guitar player.
Yeah.
I said, no, it's bass.
Yeah.
And he says, well, how does that work?
Oh, Steve didn't know. Jesus.
Because
yeah.
he thought, you know,
Yeah.
how do you have just bass and sax?
Saxophone.
Oh, I can
But-
see it. Yeah, it's great.
but, you know, that was, and it sort of astounded me. I thought, well, it works really well.
Well, because we know a lot of the times the guitar player is just getting in the way, isn't he, John? I mean, you know, too much noodling or
No comment.
Oh, come on. So, Chris, the thing we really want to know now, nobody knew that the tenor guitar was sexy until Eugene picked one up. But what's the truth? Do saxophonists draw more chicks than lead guitar players?
Bass players.
Bass players get all the chicks. Okay, I thought it was true. Yeah, John certainly proves
Do you
that.
know what sax players get?
What do they get?
Ex-wives.
Ex-wives. Okay, perfect. It answers the question on everybody's mind.
Well, there's
Now
lots
you-
of those around.
It's the truth.
You're saying you tried out this rig for the gearheads out there, and it's very interesting. So you're able to have a remote mic on your sax. Is that what's happening?
If we get to doing shows,
Yeah.
I would have a dry mic
Oh, okay.
with no effects.
Right.
And see, I got this new toy down there.
That's
and,
great.
I'll try and make it work in the,
Right.
the
Well,
next.
it's functioning fine now. It
next
probably
ditty.
can do a lot more, right?
But yeah, they're expensive.
it could kind of be either monitor or front end or
Well,
relay or
it's-
whatever. Eh?
There's an out to go to a board out
Yeah.
of that monitor, so yeah.
Yeah.
But I would rely on a dry mic
Right.
to capture the actual tone of the saxophone, because this little bugger here, it might be a little bit tinny. What do you guys think? What does it sound like
Well,
out
through
there?
that, I thought it sounded great. You've
It's-
got
it's
the
okay?
gear is good. You got the doctor, so
Oh,
the
yeah.
combination's right.
The
you
magic guy up
know.
there.
Magic guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it sounded really good. That's why I was kind of curious as to what the plan. So did you ever study jazz then? Did you just when you
Oh no,
you just
Malaspina.
you did the course? Yeah.
Yeah, they kicked me out
I was gonna say, Chris.
after 5 years
Oh,
in a 2-year course,
right. Yeah, yeah.
or a 2 or 3 year course, because I kept on gigging with all the
Right.
teachers.
You were, yeah, yeah.
And so I go in for a lesson. We just sort of turn on the. They used to have those discs that you put in, and
Yep.
they just leave the sax out
Right.
or the guitar solos or whatever,
yeah.
and they are done by the best professional
Yeah.
musicians. So
Yeah.
you're playing with the best in the world, kind of. And what a hoot! So I had a
Mm.
ghetto player that was
Right.
the
Yeah.
size of a large screen TV.
Yeah, yeah.
In that very small practice room.
Right.
So yeah, I did that, but I mostly learned jazz from playing.
Just
with
playing.
John,
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Gotcha.
and here I am. I 6 years off after COVID. So
Right. Yeah.
This
yeah.
is my first year back, really.
Yeah, I thought you perhaps hadn't played for a while. And how did you find it? Was it a tough go to get the chops or the?
I
Your head around
spent. You're gonna love this one. Right at the end of my building, there's a park.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got a nice reverb in it.
Oh, good.
Actually.
Yeah,
So I found a bench at the end,
Yeah.
and I'd play for an hour, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, or
Right. Good.
you know, skip a day in between.
Yeah.
And it took me about 5 months to get here.
That's okay, man. Whatever it takes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're sounding good.
My next quest is getting the soprano going.
Is that tougher? The
Oh, yeah.
embouchure's got to be a little
Yeah, it's
sharper. Yeah.
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 So
Okay.
in another month or 2.
Okay. We'll watch for you.
Hopefully.
Just glad you're back on the trail. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
What's the second submission you brought along here?
Okay. This is Bye Bye Blackbird. And
Ooh, what
Jo-
a classic.
Yeah, and John
favorite?
has.
Oh yeah, what a beautiful song.
Yeah, excuse me.
I think my mom might have said that too. Next
I'm not
to
gonna turn this on,
it was
John,
"Bye Bye Blackbird" and
till
"How
the
Great Thou
end,
Art."
and I
What a
hope
combination!
it's not loud. And if it is, I'll just shut it off.
Sure, sure.
Oh, sorry. What do you want to do?
Oh, I was just
Contemplating new
yeah,
gear.
we were in a football huddle there
Right.
for a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah. No worries.
John's this is John's intro,
Okay.
and I think this is going to end up being an actual tune,
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
and it's the extra. So that
Okay.
we haven't written it all yet, but
Ah.
we're getting there.
We're confident. We have a utter confidence.
Yeah. Okay.
cool. Very cool.
All my new toys.
All my new toys. What was that? You hit a pedal in the second half there? What happened there? Israeli chorus? Something happened. That was very cool. I don't mean to rush, but we're running a little late, and the doctor has to get ready for 3,000 open stage people. And we're just so happy that you made it. And
That happens now, right?
well, he resets for
Yeah.
opens the dress rehearsal.
Well, it'll take me.
No, it's all right. It's all right. We're so happy that you came, and you sounded great.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Glad
And
you're
John,
back.
Thank you.
And John, always a classic. Yes. Brings wonderful people, and this is going to be fun, isn't it, Gene?
B flat. Yeah.
B flat.
Well, good night, everybody.
B flat.
Can
Hope
hit B
you
flat on
enjoyed
that
this
thing?
show. Well, good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this show. Well, come on back in 2 weeks. Billy, Leedy, and me will play some more. Come on, Billy.
Well, good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this show. Said good night, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this show. We'll be back in a couple weeks for 109 with me and Leany and Jeannie, and that's going to be the end of the run for spring. Yeah, baby.
Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, good night, everybody.
A good night, everybody.
Well, come on back in 2 weeks. Oh, and we'll play you some more. Good night, everybody.
Ooh, yeah. Thanks to Chris Lawrence, John Wade, Longevity
Eugene
John
Smith.
Faulkner, Longevity, and the Reverend Dr. Ted Cadillac. I am Bill Levity. That's Eugene Smith. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the Jeannie, Leany, and Billy show. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, John. Good night, everybody. That's 108 in the can. Thanks to our studio audience. Thanks, Chris.
That's a wrap.